Hello and welcome back guys to a new backtesting video. In this video I want to show you how I backtested the strategy. I did not use PineScript. I coded the strategy into MQL5, which is MetaTrader's programming language for creating scripts and expert advisors. So I didn't do it on TradingView because it lacks data, but if you have a broker and just use MetaTrader 5, you can just download data from your broker and basically backtest it. Plus it's free. You do not have a historical bar limit, so you can backtest basically however you want. Let me just show you. So in the strategy backtester, I ran the opening range breakout strategy, and this is the result. And sorry, I opened and what this image is basically showing is the expert advisor Optimiser. So it takes when you create a strategy, you can create like a set of rules which you can then kind of justify. So values, for example, a range candle start hour. This is basically like a time frame where trades are allowed to be executed, and this varies based on how much you set it from minimum to maximum and by how many steps. And you basically tick which values you want to be optimized. And what this does is it basically takes all of the possible combinations. So if I were to tick this, it would also it would count this rule into this optimizer, and there are more combinations of the strategy. Because you can have one strategy, and after this, it basically depends on how the rules are set, in what time you execute the trades, what times you close the trade, risk reward, and the risk percentage per trade. And right here the results show up. I will show you this later. Just let me explain this. And those red dots, this is a different combination of the rules. This is profit factor. For easier understanding, I'm going to show you the drawdown. So right here we have minimum drawdown, and here are the passes, so basically simulations. I ran 10,000 simulations. Here it shows 1,000, I don't know why, but it's probably because it's like all the 10,000 simulations are those dots. So this is like 10,500 dots, and you can see that most of strategy combinations are above here. So minus 0.7% drawdown, and after that it makes a table of all the combinations for you. So this is basically, right here I have 10k records, and after that you can basically filter out all the things. So let's go, for example, wait, let me first select all of those and Alt. Okay, so it basically justify the space. We want to filter drawdown by, let's say, greater or equal to, let's say I want maximum 4% drawdown tolerance. Okay, so filter those. I did something wrong. Oh, it's minus, sorry, I forgot to put the minus. So greater, and we put 4. These are percentages, by the way. After that, this is 4. Oh, and by the way, you can divide the backtesting into forward testing and back testing, and forward testing is basically more of a real scenario in the markets, and it's better to rely on those results rather than just back testing. After that, we want the profit. I think what we have here is data from 6 months back. I'm not sure if I put the year and a half or only the past 6 months. I'm not sure. But what we want for my funded account is a 10% profit target. So we also want to filter here by a number to be greater than or equal to, let's say, 1,000. Okay, and you can see we already have a few of them. After that, we can look for profit factor, but basically this is all we need. And the next filter I would look at is the trades and profit. Clear filter profit. Let's sort everything by drawdown. Look, it's okay. Yeah, I also have the drawdown here. Trades and number greater. Sort from smallest to largest. Okay, here we go. So we want to have minimum drawdown, maximum profit, and as much trades as we can. So you basically pass the account faster. This is what matters. So in this case, we have 67 trades over, I think, 1 year and a half or past 6 months. I can't remember really. I just forgot. And the profit of 2,000. So this would be definitely an account pass. Back test drawdown percentage is minus 23%, and forward drawdown percentage is minus 3.02%. And you also see this here at equity drawdown. And what we can do after this is look at those inputs. So those from this column on, though everything is an input of the strategy. So here are starting hours and starting minutes, ending hours and ending minutes. So basically a time frame where trades can be executed, but not beyond. Here's the risk percentage, reward ratio, exit hour, exit minutes. So this is where trade, if it's still running, it is forced to basically close. Break even trigger and average true range change percentage. So I added average true range, which basically measures the move in pips. So how much pips is from highest to lowest point of the candle, and it sums up the last 14 candles and divides them by 14. And if next one rises by 18% of what the ATR value before that candle was, then it executes the trade. So this is, in this scenario, an ideal value for ATR delta. And let's say how this strategy performs over the last 6.5 years. So we'll put custom period, forward testing, random delay, which is realistic, everything based on real ticks. No optimization now. Wait, we'll actually put, let's select visualize, and we will turn this off. Inputs, what we want is 10:30. So trade execution starts at 10:30. So basically this is where we start looking for trades. End hour is 21. So let's put here 21, and this is 0. Risk percentage is 1.5. This is already set. Risk to rewards ratio is 3. Exit hour is 17:30. Basically this. Well, this is kind of you probably wouldn't need to put the 9 in the evening right here because trades automatically close by 5:30, but it's okay, completely fine. And exit minute 30, break-even trigger at 50% of profit. Where is this? Oh, 50% of profit. So it does not go to break even too soon, because if price needs to retest a level, you know, it will stop you at break even. And ATR percentage, so execute only if candle has 15% delta of the ATR. And let's start a backtesting engine, and we will go into graph. Now it probably won't be the same as the result you saw in the table, because we tested year and a half data, or only last 6 years, and right now I am backtesting only a single combination of past 6.5 years, which means that it could definitely vary, because if I backtested 10,000 simulations on 6 years of data, it would take me like a week or something just for this combination optimizer to run. So we can see we start off pretty decently. We're already in profit. So this is all forward testing, this is no back testing. Now let's see how the strategy performs. This is already 2021, 2022. Now this strategy would probably already pass the account, but just for sake of backtesting, I want to see where this strategy ends up, because what matters in strategy is that it should be profitable in the long term. It should have a better recovery factor, which means if there's a loss, it can cover it up very quickly. And right here we can see a consolidation of the equity. Let's see, we are now in the end of 2024. Yeah, you can kind of see the equity going down. And the problem is that if we started trading right here, we would already be 10% in the drawdown, and this is kind of problem. But okay, what was that? What the fuck? Okay. So as you can see, the strategy performed kind of well. We are 6% in the profit. Right, or is that? It's 10k. It's 1,000. This is 60% of profit, by the way, in the 6 years of time. Now the only problem we have here is that strategy took a long time to kind of break out of this. It started consolidating, and I don't like that. The strategy should be like consistently going up, and in this scenario it's not perfect, but I think there are improvements that could be done in order to improve the strategy to grow consistently. So I will try to find some filters, and I think I don't need to run any more optimization until I add something to the code of the strategy, because it would just mess everything up. I would run last 6 years of combination simulations, but I don't have an internet speed or a good enough processor to do that. It would take me probably like 2 weeks for this just to generate, and I have lots of things to do on my laptop, so I don't have time for this to render. So I will mark this in green, just so we can remember the values to put into Expert Advisor. So this would be it for this video. I will try to make some changes to the code to see if it makes any difference. This is the ORB strategy. In the past few videos, we backtested the VWAP strategy. It ended up not being so well in profit, but I will try to use the cloud code to generate me a code for MQL5 for the VWAP, and I think it could do this because on the brokers you generally have a more credible volume data than the TradingView, because TradingView lacks volume, especially with CFDs and not futures assets. So I'll try to do this or make a live or something, and I will be back with a new video once I make some changes.